I checked in my changes. As part of SQL Source Control View, you'll have the option to see a history of changes that you've made. So if I go here and say View History, this will basically show you all the commits that you've done locally to your local repository. So you can see your Git hash, the date, the name, and finally the comments and the files that are affected. And you can see what version it was previously and what it is now as part of that commit that you're looking at. So when I checked in my changes, that actually went ahead and triggered a build. Before I move on to the build side of things, there's a couple of things that I'd also like to point out. So if you're working in a dedicated model where you're working on your own database, this get latest feature becomes really handy because this is the feature that you would use to basically pull from the remote changes that have been made by other developers. And once those changes are in your local repository, then you can apply them to your actual development database. So this get latest feature is used for those scenarios. I don't need to use this now because I'm really the only person working with this database, and there's no other changes on the database from other folks. So, but if you're working in a dedicated model, then this get latest feature is what you would use. If you're in a shared model, then we provide this locking mechanism here, so you can easily lock objects. So you can say lock this object, and that will put a lock icon next to it. So whoever's using SQL Source Control, they will see that this object is locked. If they try to execute a change on the database, or on that object, it will throw an error saying that this object is locked. So if you want to see who locked it, you can go to the locking tab, and that would show you the name of the person who's locked it and the date when it was locked. And you can either speak to them, or if you know they're no longer working on it, then you can easily just unlock the selected object.